you want your perfume to last all day? Do you want to come back after a long day and still be like, oh my gosh, I smell amazing? Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about today. All the tips and tricks that I've learned over time on how to help and make your perfume last longer. Let's get Hello, I'm Added Perfumes and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about all things perfume, beauty, and lifestyle. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button, like this video, please like, and definitely share so others can enjoy this video as well. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks to help your perfume last longer. Do you want your perfume to last all day? The problem might be, how are you applying it? How are you trying to help your perfumes last longer? Because honestly, there's so many things you can do. So we're going to go straight into all of those things you can do to help your perfume last longer today. Let's get into it. I can't believe I'm saying this because I feel like we should not say this, but things that have been happening and videos I've been watching recently has led me to believe that I need to say this to start to just start this video. Please take a shower. What do you mean you're not taking a shower? Like, it's just the concept, just the thought process is wow. You're not taking a shower and then you're applying your perfume on it. Like, what is the perfume supposed to do? Magic? Because make it make sense. Really, make it make sense. But let's be serious. Please take a shower. Please take a shower. Take a shower. I cannot emphasize that. Take a shower. That's like the first step. Don't just go applying perfumes and thinking, that's gonna mask the smell. Don't mask the smell of anything. Use soap. Use clean water. And take a shower, because, and let me help you out with that. If you're if there's a world where you're trying to think, why should I take a shower? Every time you step out of the house, even when you're in the house, right? Every time you step out of the house, you go out and in the air, you don't need to see them. There's smoke. There are all sort of things. Someone coughed, someone sneezed. There's just so many things in the air when you get out, right? That you become exposed to because you walk through it. Apart from that, you're interacting with people. You're in different environments. You went to the deli, you went to the grocery store, you had interaction with so many people, you wore clothes, you took off your clothes. The same reason why it's important for you to wash your clothes is the same reason why it's even more important for you to take a bath. I never thought a time would come where I would actually be explaining to people why they need to take a bath. That's the word we're in now. Yeah. We have to tell them today. Yeah, it's wow. Take a bath, because if you're applying perfume, you need to apply perfume to clean skin. It has to be on clean skin. So it's important. Now, right after clean skin is moisturized skin. Okay? Now, I know we all have different skin types. Everyone has different skin type. We have those that have really dry skin. You have those that have oily skin, where their skin is, their body oils always produce enough such that their skin always look plump and hydrated. But some people just have really dry, flaky skin, and we're all using perfumes, yeah? So once you have, you've taken a good shower, the next thing would be for you to moisturize. So there are different type of moisturizers depending on what kind of perfume you plan to use, or even depending on if you want to use perfume at all, right? So this is one of the few moisturizers that I always tell people. I love the EOS moisturizer, especially this new Shea Butter 24 Moisture Body Lotion. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like, and I actually own, I also have so this is the vanilla cashmere. I also have the coconut waters. On here it says 24-hour moisture, soothing protection for dry skin. So, and then you have this is the vanilla cashmere. They're both shea. Actually, you know what, I used to think this said shea butter, but now that I'm looking at it, it actually says shea butter. Okay, so this for the vanilla cashmere, it does say it has moisturizing shea oil and lasting protection. Shea butter quickly absorbs for 24-hour hydration. the hydration is not 24 hours. Like my skin get dry over time, but it does last. It's pretty moisturizing and it does last a long time. I can tell you that. But to me, I feel like it's not 24 hours, maybe like 10 hours a little bit, but not 24 hours. But I still think that's very, very, very moisturizing, because honestly, when it comes to like my body, like skin in general, sometimes my skin, especially during winter, I tend to have a really dry and flaky skin. So I'm super intentional about moisturizers I use. Now, I do not own the Fenty Butter Drop, but I do know, and I've heard people say that is also extremely moisturizing, that formula is amazing. So if you're also thinking of another really moisturizing body lotion, that's also another one. The EOS lotion, what I really like is it's scented. So if you're planning to use your perfume, these lotions come with different scents. So this is the vanilla cashmere and this is the coconut water. So I use this a lot when I want to smell sweet, when I'm using sweet smelling perfumes with it. And then I use the coconut waters when I'm going very tropical or very fruity. I use this. They also have another one, jasmine peach, that I use a lot with like my white florals or just like florals in general. So yes, a good lotion, a scented lotion would also help with your perfume. It would help your perfume last longer. So think of it like you're building a base, right? So now you have clean skin. Next, you moisturize the skin, because what happens when you moisturize, you add moisture. It's moisturizing. I don't know how to explain that. So now your skin is plump. So whatever you apply on your skin at that point can actually, your skin can retain it. The Eucerin Daily Hydration Lotion, I feel like this is a really, really good one. It's very good for dry skin and it's fragrance free. So if you don't like vanilla, if you don't like coconut, you don't have to choose what scent you like. You can actually just, decide what you want with the actual perfume you then decide to use. So moisturizers I went over are great moisturizers for you to try, and they're very inexpensive, and they last a really long time. Since I got this, I've been obsessed with the EOS, but every time I don't want like a scented lotion, I always go with the Eucerin, because it keeps me moisturized and then I actually have the smell of just my perfume all day. So let's get into it. Oh, another thing I did not do was I did not describe what the EOS body lotion smells like. This smells like whipped cream. Like I feel like a lot of people go back and forth. When you let this sit on your skin and you wear it, it just smells really good. It's a good vanilla lotion that actually sits good. Like it smells just like they said, vanilla cashmere. It's not a vanilla that's like sweet, too sweet. It's just whipped. It's soft. It's almost airily soft, and it just stays right there on your skin. I really, if you can't tell, I really like this one. And I've been really enjoying the coconut waters a lot. It's also a really good one. It's not like too coconutty. I just feel like it's almost like a hint of coconut to me. That's what I get, a hint of coconut. And I really like that. I really, really, really like that. So these are great lotion. Make sure you actually apply your perfumes in the right spot. Now, apply your perfumes anywhere you want. Do whatever you want. Apply it all over. Shower with, no, don't shower with it, but apply your perfumes all over. But there's some very key spots that help your perfume project better and actually help them linger longer. And these are like your pulse points. So behind your ears, here, your wrist, here, and sometimes you apply to the back of your ear. Another really good spot is like right behind your knees. It's also a really good spot. Some people go as far as maybe your ankle, and I always tell people, try to apply your perfume also to your clothes. Sometimes your clothes can hold your perfume better for some reason, and also it helps the perfume linger on the clothes after you've worn the clothes, if that makes sense. So applying your perfumes to your pulse points would help your perfume actually spread better and also help it linger longer. So that's another trick to actually help it last longer. Like if you're just putting it on different, and also I know some people have said things like, oh, the alcohol makes the hair really dry, but there are also like perfumes for like the hair now, and I know why they do that, because if you're one of those people that you like to swish, and when you have your little swish moment, like when you do the little swish moment, you like people to be able to smell you with the swish. I have to say I'm guilty of actually applying like my perfume itself at least one spray on my hair, because I want someone that hugs me and the person's nose is right off my hair. I want you to still get a whiff of the perfume. Like I want you to get a whiff of it. So I do that, and I feel like it also helps my perfume project better. Like, first it smells on my hair and then it smells on my neck. That's what I think, and that's what I do. So yeah, let's go to another tip and trick. And I feel like this is one that a lot of people sleep on a lot. A lot of people, I don't know if they're not aware of it or they sleep on it, using perfume oils. Let's get into perfume oils. Perfume oils, especially Arabian perfume oils, those are like the really popular ones. And of course, a lot of brands right now are also making perfume oils. I know Nest has a couple of perfume oils. I believe Perfumes de Marley and YSL have oils as well, but they call them like body oils for some of their best-selling perfumes. But let's focus on perfume oils as a whole. The first thing I want to say about perfume oils are how affordable they are. Perfume oils are so affordable. I personally purchased this. I'm going to put the price right here. That was how I got it, and I believe I got this on sale. Yeah, I think I got this one on sale. This is Swiss Arabian Layali Rouge. And first of all, before we even get to the oil, look at the packaging of this beauty. Like, do you see the packaging? Does this not just scream luxury, money? Like, it's so nice. It's so pretty. This is their Layali Rouge, and honestly, it's so pretty. And I remember when I posted this, someone was asking me like, oh, how do you apply it? So it comes like this, right? Like this little dabber thing. And then, so what you do is you take the oil, you apply the oil to your pulse points where you would actually apply your perfume. And then if you want more, you go back in and get more. But remember, you're applying. So this is a great trick to let your perfumes last longer, because now you have a moisturized skin, you have a clean skin. This comes in different. This is a very fruity one, very tropical, very fruity. So you apply your perfume oil before you actually apply the perfume. Remember what I said earlier, that it's almost like you're making layers. So because the goal is to have your perfume itself last much longer, right? That's the goal. The goal is to have your perfume last much longer. So this is a great one. So now remember, you're applying this on clean moisturized skin, so actually putting this on your pulse points and taking it back in should not be a problem, because where it's going to, it's clean, it's not dirty now, is it? That I have learned about perfume oils, because I've been using them for a while, is they are so long lasting that sometimes even when you don't smell your perfume anymore, you can still smell the perfume oils. Like, that's how long lasting and that's how good they come out to be. Even when you can no longer smell your perfume, you can still smell the perfume oil. So having them as a base for your perfume goes a long way, because they actually help your perfume last so much longer, and they help them linger, they help them project. It's just amazing. So if you've never tried perfume oils and you have a good perfume, a good affordable perfume, try it. I always tell people, like, if you buy a perfume, let's say the perfume is $10, or let's say the perfume is $15. Let's say you got Choco Musk by Ariham, which is a great affordable perfume, right? If you layer that perfume with the perfume oil, you will get so much lasting power on that perfume, like so much. It's gonna last so much longer. Another thing is, please do not be scared to reapply your perfume. I don't know whoever said reapplying perfume was bad, or like it's not, I don't know. One of the things I really appreciate is the fact that, you know, most of these perfume brands actually make like minis of perfume. So they have, most of the time they make minis such that you can actually buy a mini of the perfume, or a lot of perfume brands also would send you minis when you buy the perfume. And even if a perfume brand is not sending you mini, you can get like the little 10 ml bottles. You can get it from Shein, you can get it from Amazon. Decant, put a little bit of your perfume there. If you don't want to take the full bottle out, let's say you're scared, you don't want it to break, you don't want to lose it, you don't want someone to take it, decant, put a very tiny, you know, decant part of your perfume into a tiny little bottle, so that way while you're out and about you can actually reapply your perfumes. Most times, for most long-lasting perfumes, you would not have to do that, but I feel like it's okay. Like, for some reason people think it's such a crime to reapply. It's okay to reapply your fragrances. It's okay to excuse yourself, go to the bathroom. It's like a refresh. You go on refresh, right? You reapply your perfume so it's still performing pretty good. So yes, another tip is always reapply your perfume. And finally, layer your perfumes. There's nothing wrong with layering your perfumes. Layering your perfumes help your perfumes so much. When I was talking about L'Oeil de Rouge in my previous video, I mentioned the fact that this is so good for layering. This is one of those perfumes that I can truly say it lasts. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells so good. This is one of those perfumes that I can truly say it lasts a long time. And even better is the fact that it layers well with others. Now, what I do most times is if I have a perfume that is not lasting long, especially a cherry perfume, I would layer this. And, you know, by the 6th hour, the 7th hour, when I can no longer smell whatever perfume I put on top of this, because I always have this as a base, I can still smell this guy. I can still smell L'Oeil de Rouge, and that's why it's great to layer your perfumes. So most times, if I have a perfume that I really like, but it doesn't perform as well, I would layer that perfume, like in the base, before I apply the perfume. I would go in with a perfume that I really like, that has depth. This has depth. Sometimes I go in with maybe something with a little bit of oud, and then I apply what other perfume I want on top of it. So over time, the top notes of the perfume I put on top is what I initially get. Or sometimes they'll mix together to give you this amazing combination. But most times, my major reason for layering is most likely for to make that perfume, you know, last longer, such that by the time it gets to the base notes, whatever I put underneath can then help retain it, if that makes sense. So another very important thing, which is like the last tip, yeah, this is the last tip, is storing your perfume. Ooh, the arguments that people have had about this. Storing your perfume properly is such a huge part of how your perfume will last longer, or how long you'll be able to use that perfume for, or how long that perfume retains like the smell, which is the reason you got it in the first place. Do not, because you're trying to be aesthetically pleasing, because you want to, you know, have it such that, you know, the sun is hitting your perfume and it's bouncing back and you just get reflection and like, ah, my heart. Because of that reason, don't sacrifice your perfume because you're trying to have it aesthetically pleasing. There's so many aesthetically pleasing ways you can arrange your perfume without actually exposing them to direct sunlight. So please try to get your perfumes away from direct sunlight. Like I personally I have blinds all over my room. Like no, I'm not, like, I have too many perfumes to have any of them go bad. You can have your perfumes last so much longer if you know, store them in a cool place, nothing with too much heat, in a cool place, in a, you know, a place where you don't have a lot of sunlight, where it's not too hot, a dry place pretty much. Another thing is, and this is like a little tip, when I initially started buying perfumes and when I was much younger, because I'm like I'm very clumsy and I easily lose things. Like I would lose like the covers of my perfumes. Like I'll lose them and I'm like, it's fine, it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. Like I would have my perfumes out like this. Please just cover your perfume. Like, to me, these are like little babies. I cover them, I take care of them, you know. So cover your perfume, store it in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. That concludes tips and tricks on how to help your perfume last longer. I really hope you picked a thing or two, and I hope, you know, you totally enjoyed watching this video, because I completely enjoyed making this video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. I really appreciate you for being here. Thanks for watching.